Yeah. Soon as we see that Mama's lap is empty and doesn't have anything in it, we're like straight into it, aren't we? Aren't we? Can you guys hear how loud she's purring? I'm just curious. Balanced perfectly on one leg. Yeah, I was getting ready to do stuff. I was getting ready to do a little bit of work. This is my life. You know, I had thought of something to do for my Monday section of the vlog, and you jumping into my lap thoroughly murdered it. Thoroughly. And on that note, welcome back to another vlog. And just like I thought in another vlog, Mondays have become admin days. That's why your Monday section here is in the afternoon and a bit dark. At the time of posting this on YouTube, I will have already been I've already bowed out of my Saturday night game for a month, and my presence online is going to be reduced on my social medias. About this time last week, I figured out that I was dealing with some burnout. There have been several situations going on behind the scenes that I can't really talk about on the YouTube channel because they are too personal of a nature, and a couple of them do involve direct neighbors of our property. It's been incredibly stressful. I haven't been able to focus on much of anything, and my memory has been Swiss cheese, which is how I knew I was approaching burnout. The rest of this week will probably have a lot more crocheting, a lot of journaling, and probably some sewing. I have found that when I have burnout, I need to just let myself create things, which is probably the direct opposite of some other people who have burnout. But that's it for today, on Monday. We'll see what tomorrow holds. Most likely a much better day. So I wasn't quite done yet for Monday's section of the vlog. So for those of you who do a lot of vacuum sealing of foods, things you've harvested from the garden, leftovers that you're saving for a rainy day when you really just don't feel like cooking, you probably also have one of these. Let me show you real quick. Got the one hand awkward going on. All right. On there straight. Here we go. Boom. Straight line. We've been using scissors or something like this, which you kind of draw it across a plastic bag to cut it, but for those of you who have the Super Savers and one of these single sheet paper cutters, they save a lot of time. They really do. So, now we're probably done for Monday. Would you believe there are people who talk mad shade about wearing shawls? It's not like it's cold or anything. It is 84 on this April 5th, and I don't need a shawl. But when you're the wife of a PI, your life gets interesting in ways that you would rather not have it get. I tend to use my shawls as comfort blankets or comfort items because sometimes you need a hug, and sometimes the person you want that hug from the most is not there. So you have something on hand that you can wrap up in. Good morning. It is 7:15 in the a.m. for me at the time of beginning the Wednesday section of my vlog. There's decent bits and bobs that have to be gotten to today. Although if I didn't want to do anything, I wouldn't have to. Always look to make sure that your coffee cup is not upside down before you go to put your coffee in. That was close. We tend to get evaporated milk for when we can't make it to the grocery store to get a half gallon of milk. These are beef stew. If you're putting leftovers back, take and put them into your bags, and then freeze them, then seal them. And I've got quite a few frozen meals for later in the year when I need quick meals because the leach field / septic system has been overwhelmed by the monsoon rains. Something that I never had to deal with in Indiana because, different kind of soil. Here in Arizona, that's apparently a thing. So, reducing the number of dishes used in a meal towards the latter end of the monsoon season is actually a very good idea. Oh, sweet. Those little chirps that she gives me when she wants attention, like, hello, I can have pets. Yes, you can have pets. You guys probably can't hear the heavy machinery in the background, but we just had something work out to the advantage of Crane's Hearth here, and I feel so much better because it has worked out to the positive. Thursday has already started out great. The situation with one of our neighbors, well, the owners of property next to us, who are technically neighbors, fully resolved. They finished taking care of a couple of things for us in return for, pointing out a couple of things. Girls! And got nothing to worry about outside influence of the homestead for the rest of the week until Dave is home. Life is good. Good morning, my fellow cranes. No, that's not gonna work. I'm trying to think. A lot of YouTubers have a name for their YouTube family, and I was thinking crane dancers. Cranes, crane enthusiasts. I don't know. Fellow hearth keepers. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But today feels like a very odd day. I am feeling like a jet ball that was very gently rolled down the topmost set of stairs in a 200-story building and then just left to bounce my way down. Which means I'm going to be spending barely 15 to 20 minutes on each thing I do, but I'm one of those people who learned a long time ago when I'm having days like this, I can still get everything done, but I have to break it up into chunks. No laser focus, no tunnel vision on a task. If I do that, I'm gonna F it up. so far, all of the cats are behaving too. And every single one of my cat owning friends just went, uh-oh. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see what we get up to today. The lilac is leafing out. And I've already got bloom stalks starting to grow. I haven't been around a lilac tree in years. They do need a decent bit of watering, but you know what? That's okay. I am planning on, because pagan, I am planning on saving mini lilac blooms and drying them and looking up their properties. I have it. If it's something I can use to help increase the good juju for the homestead, I'm going to use it. That moment you get reminded it's the season of stories high, like 5 and 6 stories high dust devils. Welcome to living in the desert. Saturday. I was talking to one of my friends on Facebook. One of the only few people who I will be interacting with during my break. And that's, even then, it's just going to be one of those checking in every now and again. Just so I don't miss anything important, and her and the other friend in this particular chat know I'm okay. And I was explaining to her some of the background stuff about what was going on that I have not made public, and she goes, EJ, your brain needs a break. Yeah. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Now, there will be people who inquire, well, why are you still doing vlogs? Well, as you guys know, I've kind of settled into a Monday upload because I discovered I was not one of those content creators who could just upload stuff every 3 days. It was not me. And if you're wondering, yes, I have a lieutenant cat in my lap. LT jumped up, planted herself, and was like, I'm staying here. You need a brushing, though. Yeah, you do. But the vlogs and the video editing they're a little bit of mental exercise because editing is not easy. I don't care what anybody tells you guys who has, all these fancy programs or they hire someone else to do it. Editing takes time. It takes patience because you will literally sit and watch a sequence probably 5 and 6 times. Change one thing, watch it 5, 6 times. Change another thing, watch it 5, 6 times. Hate what you did, undo both changes. And the next thing you know, you've been working on one segment that lasts maybe 3 minutes for close to 2 hours. So it's a different kind of mental exercise. It's one that I try not to overdo so that I don't get burnout in that regard, because I've seen a lot of my channels that I follow on YouTube and have followed for years. They'll come out and state like, whoops, I forgot the lesson I learned. Never do more than 2 video uploads a week because otherwise I burn out. It's like it's normal to get overly excited about projects that you're working on and that you want to do. Thank you for the company. But that's part of the reason why I made the video dashboard in my bullet journal so much bigger than what it had been, because time management for uploading videos and editing videos is pretty important, especially when you're here on the homestead. And this needs a bit more light. As I make a mess on my desk. Ah! You. Okay, you can live there. You can come here. There we go. How's that? That's better. That's so much better. But next week's vlog will definitely probably end up being shorter because my husband should be home for most of it this time. But yeah, you guys can't see the mess that's right here, which is a good thing. I actually need to go through that, put things in laundry, fold things, set them aside, put a note in the bins, like what you see right here. I actually have notes in several of those bins if they have an unfinished project. That way I don't forget what size crochet hook I was using and what it was I was making. Something that I've known to do for a very long time, but stuff happens. One forgets. Is there going to be a lot to do to film today? Not really. Between between working on homesteading projects and just sitting, I haven't really been doing much of anything else. At several points during the day, I'll just find myself staring out windows and enjoying the view, but not really doing much of anything else besides listening to music. That's how I know it's a pretty serious case of burnout. But it's not the kind of burnout that would cause the homestead to collapse. Which is why we are adding projects and things to the homestead very slowly. Monday, we get to push the railroad ties out of my husband's truck so that he can go do a favor for a neighbor. And from there, I have an idea about how we can move the railroad ties just a tiny little bit easier than actually picking them up and moving, because they're going to be in the general area that we want to put the chicken coop. But because railroad ties are so thick, we've also got to haul a bunch of loose dirt from a location and even off the chicken coop so that when it rains, I don't have to worry too much about the chickens getting flooded out. So, yeah. That's probably going to be it for Saturday's section. There's probably not going to be a section. There's probably not going to be a vlog section on Sunday. So, unless I manage to convince myself to do some sewing, but we'll see. We'll see. And somehow I ended up with 5 animals, all with personalities. Wouldn't really have it any other way, to be honest. Someone decided that my lap was prime real estate this morning. Sunday. Game was good. I'm grateful for my break. I'm not really gonna have a lot for today for you guys. probably just a lot of animal hijinks. So slightly longer vlog, but there's not really a lot to it. The next few weeks will probably be pretty short. We'll see. Hey. No. You smell cream in that. You cannot have coffee. That's not exactly a great position to lay in them. Oh, you need brushing. You need brushing. How is that even comfortable? Are you comfortable? Like, whatever, Ma. So I get done with my morning shower, and this is where LT is. This is in our bedroom, which is where, hello Chukka, which is where she doesn't usually come because Fiona's usually here, but Fiona's on the cat shelf in the living room. So I was wondering why she didn't hear me in the shower. She was all the way on the opposite end of the house. Well, if that doesn't perfectly encapsulate my Friday so far, I don't know what would.